So what is this economics? What is this thing known as economics? Welcome to MATECON TV, and we will be digesting the definition of economics just in a bit. So the definitions we'll be looking at are basically according to the ones I consider the best economists in the world. That is basically according to Professor Alfred Marshall, according to A.C Pigou, according to Adam Smith, according to Lionel Robbins. Let's get into it. The first definition we want to look at is according to Alfred Marshall. And this Alfred Marshall, this great economist, is saying that economics is basically a study of mankind in an ordinary business way of life, implying that economics is basically concerned with how man lives, moves, and thinks in an ordinary business way of life. How does man react in order to maximize profits? How does man react? How does man think if he is in the business transactions? How does he think? According to Alfred Marshall, that is economics. Yet the second definition, that is according to our beloved Professor A.C Pigou, he is saying economics is basically a means of how to increase production in order to raise people's standards of living. So according to him, economics is all concerned with increasing production, that is increasing output by a farm, by a nation, or by an economy, to basically increase on raise people's standards of living, or people's well-being, or the social well-being of the people in the country or in an economy. Yet the father of economics, also known as the father of capitalism, that is Adam Smith, he says economics is nothing but a science of accumulation of wealth. Like being the father of economics is talking about amassing wealth by the individuals or by a nation. So according to him, economics is concerned with the way people and the nation become rich, how an individual becomes rich, how a household becomes rich, how a nation, a country, an economy becomes rich. That is economics. We have the fourth and of course the last definition according to the four individuals we are focusing on. That is the economist known as Lionel Robbins. Robbins suggested that economics is nothing but a social science that studies human behavior as a relationship between ends and scarce means. To him, is concentrating on two aspects: ends and scarce means. That is the needs, the wants of individuals, and then the scarce means, the resources, the ways of achieving or attaining the needs of life. To him, the relationship, how human beings behave in that aspect of considering the two limited resources and then the unending needs, is economics, according to economist Lionel Robbins. So what is then economics? What should we take away from this video? That economics is, let's get into the conventionally decided or acceptable definition of economics. Economics conventionally is basically how human beings can make the best use of the available scarce resources to satisfy the needs all wants. You and I know that human beings have an endless list of needs. Call them wants. After acquiring this, you want to acquire the other. The first, the second, you want to acquire the third, you want to acquire the fifth, and this list is unending. So, but we also know that resources are always limited. Think about money. Money, even the rich still want to acquire more. That's why I guess they are the individuals who are never asleep. I mean, who are never with sleep. When it is late in the night, they keep awake to basically maximize, to acquire more resources because of the unending needs or wants. So, according to this conventional definition, how human beings make the use of the limited resources, time, natural resources, money, etc., to maximize the satisfaction from the unending needs is all we are talking about as economics. Thank you, and we meet in the next episode, which will be concerning still about economics.